anyway, so this golden at bat, it's by the Savannah Bananas. Now, I went to go see the Savannah Bananas, who have the golden batter rule, which is that you can bring up any hitter that you want one time a game. Mm-hmm. And the Savannah Bananas, as I told you, is entertainment, very successful, great entrepreneurship, wonderful product, but it's not for adult men. It's really for teenage girls. It's a lot of dancing around to like It's Raining Men. It's very campy. It's like high camp. It seems like it would be appropriate for a bachelorette party. It's like muscular guys dancing around to silly songs, like being nutty fellas and like twirling around. They sing into the butt of the baseball bat. Like that's like a woman singing to a spatula, a group of women in a kitchen in a movie. You know what I'm saying? It's not for men.
Yes.
I like me and my son left. Like, why are we here? My son desperately wanted to go see Savannah Bananas. We go see it and we sit in there and we're like, well, this isn't for us.
Yeah, it's a show. It's a show more than a game.
It's a campy show. Yeah. Like, it's not entertaining. I don't think I have a job to entertain men, and I wouldn't make a video of us three singing into the butt of a baseball bat and put that on the Sports Hub website. I would think that would be a bit of a turnoff for most men. Now, they're stealing from Savannah Bananas because it's a great story. I mean, they did sell out Fenway Park. They're going around selling out all these places.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a real success story, and it works, and that's great, but it's not going to appeal to men. I just don't think it does. It would appeal to, if you're looking for teenage girls, this is a great thing to do. So the idea is, this is an instance that Fox Sports brings up. The 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the New York Yankees lineup went up against Walker Buehler in the ninth inning of the Dodgers series-clinching win in Game 5 as Aaron Judge and Juan Soto watched from the dugout. And so the idea is that you would bring them up at the end of a game. Now, I don't know what happens if the best batter's already on base.
Or let's say the Judge hits second in the order and you have Judge for his golden at-bat pinch hit for the guy who's the leadoff hitter. Does that mean Judge gets to hit again right afterwards?
And Manfred said the player side of it is really difficult for the union. Obviously, you want a consensus. We need agreement or would like agreement with the union. The reason is so hard for them is that you think about it, almost every change, the pitches line up one way, the hitters line up another. They represent them both. And would you be allowed to change the pitcher? It's just a bad idea. And it's what I fear is that commissioners, everyone says, oh, Manfred, you made these great rule changes. What a bold leader you are. And
what do we do next? We have to do something else.
And then you get all
then an
proud of
intern
yourself.
came and said, have a video for you to watch. Look at this.
Yeah, and then you get all proud of yourself and you start getting out of hand. And the thing is that moving the game along is great. This slows the game down. There's a big decision, and what are they going to do now? And then it all stops, and then they're going to have to let the guy get on deck. I mean, when do you have to announce it? So do you have to put the guy on deck before the hitter? And they're going to make this whole production out of it, and it's going to take 15 minutes. Can you switch pitchers? I mean, what are you going to be able to do? Because if you switch pitchers, it's another 10 minutes. So the whole thing is anti every good move they've made.
Except it would only be occasionally. You'd only get to use it once a game, and one of the variations, there's no written rule for this, or at least not one that anybody could uncover. But among the rumors is that it could only be used, and you'd only want to use it late in the game, like seventh inning and on. And as the game does seem to be moving better now, and it's a better watch than it used to be, I wouldn't mind it if it only happened occasionally. That slowdown that you're talking about, Fred, where they get the batter ready and maybe there is a pitching change. Okay, you can slow it down once during the game for this one reason, and that I could deal with. It's not something that's going to be happening with both teams every inning. No, it'd be once a game every once in a while.
It's 100. That's 300 and what 24 times. I mean, what's 162 times 2?
Yeah.
I mean, that's hundreds of times.
324. Yeah,
324. That's 324 times a year.
No,
in games that's going to happen.
I absolutely hate this.
It's
Maybe
not
because I'm a baseball purist, but I mean,
it's not being a purist. It changes.
It
changes everything.
Strategy. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
And what it takes away from too is, I understand if you're managing the team and you want to win, of course you're going to put Juan Soto up in that spot. That has to do it. But it takes away that chance of a heroic moment from a batter who you're not expecting to get that walk-off
Dave
hit.
Roberts. I mean, I know Dave Roberts, but Dave Roberts, I know, but the stolen base, Dave Roberts, there's heroes like that. Like when you did the game with the Cardinals, that Taguchi, Spears. There's like a million guys that Spike Owen in the '85 World Series got on Letterman because he had a big hit for the Royals.
Yeah, and you would take those moments away.
And you would take those moments away, and also it's and now listen, huh?
It's Buddy Biancalana.
Oh, Buddy
Owen
Bianca.
was a Red Sox guy.
Okay, yeah. Buddy Biancalana. Thank you.
Yeah.
Second baseman, white
Bobby
second baseman.
Bobby Bacala.
Not a poor white second baseman.
Yeah. Biancalana got into it with David Letterman later. It was a whole thing.
Okay,
yes.
very good. That's what was going on. But and it's also, I understand some guys make $600 million and some guys don't, but it's also a team game, and you're just like shoving some dude aside and saying, "Hey," it seems like Major League Baseball's got a decent thing going, and now they're just in over their head and they're just throwing anything out there. And I really wouldn't look to the Savannah Bananas. I understand that it's successful, but it's not the demographic you want. It's not.
I get
dudes
the
with
idea.
money.
You want to skew younger. You want to get younger fans involved. I get that, but this is not the way to do it.
Teenage girls aren't going to like baseball. Just they're not. And if you're looking to appeal to them, you're going to turn off the audience that you have.
See, this is the thing. This is what worries me about Major League Baseball, because I want more I want more people to like the sport. I'm hoping that it skews younger occasionally, but every once in a while, Manfred says and does these things or floats trial balloons, and you're like, who's in charge there? Who's making the decisions there? You did a few good things, but now you're going to I worry about the leadership of this sport. Going into the future, the average age of the baseball fan is what, 55?
No, it's older than
60?
that. It's in the 60s.
Whatever it is. I mean, you've taken a cautious first step forward to try and get younger people back to the ballpark. Don't torpedo yourself like this.
And also look at who goes to Savannah Banana games. Look at who their audience is. It's really, the best way to describe it is like a tame bachelorette party, like a rated G bachelorette party. That's the best way to put it. It's like if you ever went to a sorority party when they rented out a bar. It's a lot of like putting their arms around each other and jumping up and down to bad songs, to disco songs, or whatever the equivalent would be now. I just remember I'd never heard It's Raining Men until I went to college. And then a bunch of... I Will Survive. I Will Survive. I'd never heard I Will Survive.
Yeah.
Because if you had MTV, you had heard It's Raining Men from the Weather Girls.
Oh, of course.
No, this was I Will Survive, and I was at a bar, and a bunch of girls put their arms around each other and started singing I Will Survive, like very dramatically, and I went, oh boy, do I hate this. Like, I hate everything about this. Like, all of you... Now, listen... You all show any sexual interest in me, this will all go away. But right now,
I'll start singing. Yeah.
No, I won't start singing, but I will certainly forgive you for this act. But right now, you are not on my list, and that is a place you don't want to be. All right, look.
So if you're going to, just to put a bow on it, if you're going to see the Golden at Bat, presumably it would be tested in the minors within the next couple of years, or there is the notion that they might try it out in the All-Star game.
Yeah, or just have the Savannah Bananas play, because I got news for you. When me and my 16-year-old son walk out of the game, or he might have even been 15. We're walking out. I mean, what you want him? You want a 16-year-old boy to want to watch the game. That's what you want.
More Red Sox analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.